Hello, folks. Made this character Kazenda a bit of a selfish, mean person because I think I had too many female characters that are just like cold and calm under the situation. I mean, I like those characters, but you have to ration them so that they stand out. Not every woman in a crisis can be, I don't know, Wonder Woman. Would that be the right way to look at it? Some women have to be like, some women in a story have to be like every man for himself. Except to place man with woman there. So let's give us that. Copter guy in the air. And within, let's see, 10 miles. In a half hour, Kazenda and her Kazenda was at Buffalo 1. She was setting up the field HQ already halfway, mostly set up, capable of communicating with Libertyburg, her superiors in Libertyburg, and elsewhere. She got a report on the situation at the base and couldn't help but and felt she made the right decision to get out of there. Send the copter back and get some of the best people out of there. Then ordered the pilots, and then wrote down and handed them a list of those names, because she only wanted, because she was the one who decided who was the best people, nobody else. They get out first, and the rest afterwards. Kazenda ordered. Kazenda had a feeling that the others, there wouldn't be time for a third flight back and forth. The Frosto was going to fall to the Jade Golems. Back at base, Frosto, 30 minutes earlier, Dr. Kazenda Edelman. Edelman, is that right? Yes, Edelman had been evacuated. Had been evacuated. She hadn't been shot out of the air by any stray golem shot. So, the chief of security, Manning, was pretty sure she was going to survive. He wasn't sure about the rest of the facility. They had taken pretty bad casualties already, and reinforcements were likely to be intercepted and destroyed once they got here via copter. And those Jade Golems probably had special rounds taking down the choppers. Like in the last war. Just about the only positive was that it was daytime. And enemy couldn't hide in that. Hide. Not that golems were best at stealth, sneaking around. But Meta had heard of golems launching devastating sneak attacks. You heard those types. Types were nicknamed commando golems. They were the giant equivalent of the metal giant equivalent of special forces guys running around slitting throats in the dark. That I had run. This war had been mostly infantry on infantry. But golems occasionally turned up, and they helped him realize how small and insignificant he was. Golems he saw fought each other, not the infantry. Jade infantry were tough enough as is. Despite Mate's company took about a 200% casualty rate. Complete turnover. At least twice. With him being the one guy. One of like 6 guys that survived the unit from when it was first deployed on E-Day till Operation Dreadnought on the Jade continent. After the Jade finally surrendered, I thought that would be his last time facing them. Apparently not. Apparently it was his destiny. Going to be his destiny to die here. Die at the hands of the Jade. Or their buddies. God only knew they were even Jade. They didn't know suits. Might have been a bunch of Nadim types trying to bring back the Reich. I changed them from Natum to Nadim because I thought that was too close to Nazi. I wanted to know if they were different, but Nadim sounds almost like nudists, so I don't want people to think they're fighting a bunch of nudists in World War II. Let's see. Might be a bunch of foreigners in those suits. Not how muttered. Not to his subordinates. Not that it mattered. Meta would have liked a face-to-face with Carlos Koenig, the chief of the Golem Force, stationed at Frosta. Also, a Krek Golem pilot himself. Carlos Carlos had been born in Zagoda during the Civil War. Zagodan Civil War. And he was... Alright, would he be too young? Minnesota a few years before the Civil War started. His mother was Bloodkin. They all ended up. Mother was Bloodkin, while his father was pure Zagodin, descended from prominent nobles who had once ruled over, descended from a prominent and noble family. See, that's not right. His father was Bloodkin, a missionary who came to Zagoda on business and ended up staying, falling in love with Carlos's mother, who was of pure Zagodin blood, descended from a noble family that once ruled over a good chunk of Zagoda, particularly territory near the Celian border along the Balkan mountain range. Let's see. I was just thinking, yeah, because it wouldn't make sense for him to have the name of the mother if she was the one who was German. Koenig is a very German name. I'm not sure if I didn't have a Spanish name lined up for him, this character. The trio ended up becoming Zetans, immigrating there to that. Immigrating. Is it emigrating? Immigrating. Immigrating to that country, which, while it was in its own civil war at the time, which soon found itself in a civil war on its own. Naturally, of course, the two civil wars were pretty different. The war in Zagoda hit pretty much every part of it. Like bandits, massacres, bombings, terrorist incidents. Do massacres count as terrorist incidents? I suppose they do, but usually when I mean massacres, I mean like something in war. Less so something that terrorists do. Say terrorist attacks and so on. There were big parts of Zeta that were of the United States that were pretty unaffected by the war, besides grieving families and meetings, families, political agitators against the war, yelling in the streets, and so on. Carlos ended up getting the kind of peaceful life that a lot of Zagodin children would have loved. The war generation of Zagoda. had saw a lot of misery. When Carlos was older, he joined the defense of Zeta against the Jade invasion. He took part in many bloody fights, serving as infantry, before he was volunteered for golem suit training. He passed very well on the simulation machines, having the right level of motor reflex skills. Motor reflex. Is that hyphenated? This damn language, English. I'm pretty sure every other language is less complicated. I shouldn't chew on ice. That's very well. He was deployed as a golem afterwards, pilot afterwards, after completing training. He became known as the Devil of the East Coast due to many successful operations, due to his carving up enemy golems left and right in urban fighting. And he continued to fight after the Jade were booted out of Zeta. He joined the fight on E-Day, and like many vets, ended his war on the Jade continent, much like his superior. Let's see. Where the hell is that guy? Much like his superior. Or his superior, Manning. Unfortunately, the fellow was no time for a meeting. Carlos was already in his golem with his team, getting ready to fight the enemy golems. $30. That's why I forgot to check earlier. I didn't check if 30 was the number of friendly golems on the territory. Carlos' chief subordinate was his rank again? Damn it. Captain Carlos. Where is Carlos? Chief subordinate was Loot. Vince Penbrook. Pembroke, who a skilled pilot, but one who had never seen combat before. It was the same with Carlos's other men. I plan to introduce the terrorist golems first. I mean the pilots. But it seems I've ended up introducing Carlos and the good guys first, so... well, what will be, I guess. Vincent's twin brother, Victor. Victor was also a soldier in the Marines, fighting in Kamja Clack, backing up Special Forces men. At the time of this incident at Frosto, Vince was looking to get transferred to a more exciting post over guard duty. Guard duty was no life for a golem pilot. He had signed up for thrills. Guess we're gonna have some fun after all, Vince said to the captain. I mean, for my transfer. Yeah. You'll probably be able to get... Yeah, Captain Koenig agreed. We should be able to repel these pigs. These terrorists. Hopefully. Stick with me. Get close to me. I've been in combat before, and you haven't. No matter how good. Done on the simulations. Right, sir. That's agreed. Looking forward to learning from the master. And that goes, I'm sure, the others feel the same way. Uh-huh. Carlos Koenig agreed. He wondered how well they'd handle themselves when the rounds started flying. Carlos and his unit, numbering 10, reached the perimeter of Frosto to find the bulk of the golems, the Zedin golems, engaging with the enemy golems, the Jade golems. A number of units' suits had already been blown to bits. And, signing off here, folks. See you later.